Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're feeling cozy. Today I'm going to be going over my April reading and watching, and I read quite a few mangas and actually a novel too. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that. And I think there's a webtoon in here as well. So I read quite a bit this month, and I also watched quite a bit. I think I read more than I watched so far this month, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with what I read. So starting off, I read Imakoi Volume 9, which is the last volume in the series. Sadly, I always hate to see a series end. Yeah, this is why I think this might be the first series, I could be wrong, that I started picking up. I think it is the first that I started picking up at issue 1 that has now completed. So it's a little bit sad to see it go. This little artwork on the back is so cute. I gotta show you guys it. So cute. Okay, let's read my notes now. I only gave this 3 stars, and I remember reading it and just feeling like the ending seemed very rushed in my opinion, like they were trying to wrap it up really quick. So I said, I love this series, but sadly this is the last issue. It just felt rushed to me. I wasn't satisfied with the ending. In this issue, they were entering their last year of high school before college and planning their futures, and we got to see what their plans were and them working towards their goals. Then at the end, we kind of get like a time jump and get to see the 4 main characters in the future, all happy, still together, and achieving their goals. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt rushed to me. Like, I don't know. It felt rushed. Okay, I still love the series though, but the last one felt rushed. Okay, next I read Honey Lemon Soda 4 and 5. Now I will say, reading these reminded me just how much I absolutely adore this series and think it's the cutest thing ever, and the art is so good. I've recommended it before, but I didn't pick up Volume 4 when it first came out, and I waited till Volume 5 came out. So I had a pretty long break of not reading the volumes, so I kind of forgot how much I loved this. Now, I wrote a pretty lengthy review for each volume. And you guys probably don't want to hear that, but I did rate each volume 5 stars, and I'm gonna just kind of skim my review and tell you guys some important things. So in volume 4, we have a good culture festival. I love a culture festival. It's just the best. And you know what I love even more than a culture festival? A maid cafe inside a culture festival. Okay, so yes, I love that so much. Oh, and this we also have the male lead. Or no, yeah, the male lead tells the female lead, I'm not going anywhere, I'll watch over you. Which is so cute. And I remember in these issues, there's a lot of her like getting picked on and looked down upon by other people who like the male lead and think he's cute, and the male lead just kind of still stands up for the female lead. And you can tell that he really does like her. And in volume 5, we could see that the characters are starting to get stronger feelings towards each other, and we see the female lead getting stronger. And yeah. Oh, no, I remember what happened. Issue 5 left on a cliffhanger. I remember this. Also in volume 5, we get a beach day. Let me read this. Okay, so in the 5th volume, skip ahead if you don't want spoilers, but her dad decides to like try and get her to switch to a different school all of a sudden because he doesn't like the people at her school. I don't know, but he doesn't like who she's hanging out with and tries to force her to switch schools. And her friends even tried to tell her dad when he came to the school to like take her out of the school that it's a misunderstanding, and the female lead even tells her dad that her friends are mean to her and the male lead is more important to her than anyone else. But then her dad ends up taking her phone when her friends are trying to contact her. The male lead ends up coming to her balcony at night to talk to her. I love that part. And tell her to stand up for herself and encourages her. And we kind of end on a cliffhanger. So hopefully with the encouragement from the male lead, she stands up for herself and her dad doesn't make her switch schools. But yes, I had to tell you all that because that was like really, I just threw my phone, okay? That was like a really, really intense moment when I was reading and I was like kind of freaking out. Okay, next, I read Monthly in the Garden with My Landlord, Volume 2. Love this. It's so cute. I gave it 4 stars. I said it is a very cute slice of life GL. Right now, the characters are friends and still unsure of their feelings towards each other. In this volume, we explore one of our main characters who is the live-in landlord's past, has an idol, and how the idol group is doing now. So we look at the live-in landlord, which is this character right here's past as an idol and just what that looks like. Okay, next, I read Vampire Dormitory 7, 8, 9, and 10 and wrapped up this series, which also the anime is out right now. Love a good trashy romance anime. Trashy in a good way is what I mean, by the way, guys, okay? Trashy in a good way, you know, like the good kind, okay, when it comes to romance animes. But I did finish this up. I will say the ending did feel a little rushed and it got a little cheesy towards the end. Like the beginning of the series, and I still love the series, started off really, really strong, and then by the end I was like, this is getting a little cheesy, you know. Vampire Dormitory, I've been saying you're the greatest thing ever and I love you so much. And now you're gonna get kind of cheesy, corny, not in a good way on me? Come on now. But I still love the series nonetheless, and I'm very happy I finished it, and I can't wait to see how the anime goes. One of my favorite things in the anime is there's lots of, and in the manga, there's lots of references to like different jewels, and stuff, just like gemstones glittering. And I see that in the anime and I love it. It just catch my eye, okay? I love sparkly things. Okay, next I read this webtoon, which volume 2 is out, but I haven't seen it in stores yet. But it is See You in My 19th Life, and I picked up volume 1. And basically, I love this so much, but basically our female lead keeps getting reincarnated, so now she's on her 19th life, and in her life before this, so her 18th life, she met a guy that she really, really, really loved, and now in her 19th life, she is determined to find that person again. And I think they were children when she first met him, yeah, and really, really liked him, so the age gap is not, because when she got reborn again, she got reborn like instantly. Okay, and then she's trying to find him and she ends up working for the company. So he's like basically her boss, and she switches to a different department just for him, and she's like super successful, and you know, we get a reincarnation story, lovers torn apart basically, and we also get a workplace romance. So what more could we ask for, really? Of course, what more could we ask for? But I really do like it, and I don't know, it's just so good, so good. Okay, last thing I read this month. Oh, my newest obsession, like deep, deep, deep obsession. The greatest thing for me to ever discover was Heaven Official's Blessing. Now, I'm going to talk about how I watched the anime in a minute. But I loved it so, so much to the point that I picked up the... How many pages is this thing? 372-page novel and read it. I have number 2 and 3 waiting. Like 2 is already on my nightstand ready to go, and 3's on my shelf. But y'all, the obsession I have with this is so real. No spoilers, please. Please, no spoilers. But basically, it's like a historical BL, God, right? And Ghost, and basically lovers. I don't want to say too much because I don't know too much because I'm still in the middle of reading it. I don't really know how to explain it, but trust me, it is so good. I would recommend starting by watching the anime if you want to get into this, which you really should. I'm pretty sure it's a Donwa, something like that. It's pronounced somewhere along those lines. Doyan Donwa. It's Chinese, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I recommend if you're gonna get into this, watch the anime first. Watching the anime first helped me so much when reading because I already had pictures of these characters in my mind while I was reading, and it just helped me so much. Now there also is, because the names are so tricky to pronounce because they're all Chinese names, and I'm not very familiar with how to pronounce Chinese names. There is a whole character guide. There's a pronunciation guide in the back. Like, they give you it all. But anyways, my new obsession, love them so much. I may or may not have the Nindroids and may or may not have converted them to Nindroid dolls and may or may not be working on a video for you guys about that. But I'm just saying, I love the two main characters so much. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. Anyways, also, if you watch the anime, give it a little bit, okay? Like, give it a little bit. At first, when I watched the first episode, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, okay, let me give it a chance because everyone was saying how good it is. I gave it a chance and it is so good. Like, beyond my expectations. And there is an English dub of it. So, which honestly, the English dub helped me so much because I don't know the Chinese slang, the names, the pronunciation of the names. Some of the characters have multiple names they're referred to. Like, one of our main characters is Cillian, but he's also the crown prince. So I definitely recommend watching the English dub and just give it a few episodes before you decide because it does get very good. Like, very good. Okay? And there's 2 seasons out of it, so watch it. Okay? Please? Please watch it. Okay, anyways, now that I'm off about talking about that, I also started watching Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, which is by the same creator of Heaven Official's Blessings. Now, I'm not that far into the anime, and it is only subtitled. There's not a dub. I just found an English sub of it. And I can't comment on it yet. People say it's their most favorite out of this author's works. There's 3, like the main 3. I don't know if there's more, like Scum, Villains, Self-Saving something, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, and Heaven Official Blessing. Heaven Official Blessing is my favorite by far so far, and it probably will stay that way. But I am trying to give Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation a chance. I'm on season 2, and I'm still giving it a chance. For me, it hasn't really picked up, like, to where I'm, like, obsessed with it yet. But that might be happening soon. And I will say it's a little bit hard for me because I'm just going to play it out there. I'm a little bit of a slow reader, okay? So I'm like having to hit pause to read the subtitles, looking up pronunciation, like, okay, the subtitles do go kind of fast. But I'm giving it a chance. If you love that one, let me know, and I'm giving it a chance, okay, guys? I'm not gonna knock it yet. I've just started watching it, so in my next month wrap up, I'll probably be talking about it more. Okay, then I have also been watching A Condition Called Love. So good. Y'all need to watch, like, so good. It's like actually peak. I love it so much. People online are saying that the male lead is creepy and weird and all this stuff. Just like with A Sign of Affection, they were trying to say Itsumi was creepy and weird and all this stuff. But come on now. It is a romance anime, okay? He really likes the female lead. Okay. Can we just let them be? Okay, and just enjoy it for what it is. Okay, he's like basically obsessed with her in a way, but there's another name it goes by, and it's also like I'm addicted to you. So I feel like if that was the name, people would understand more. But anyways, okay. I've also been watching the Spice and Wolf remake. Pretty good so far. I'm a little bit behind on the episodes, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go. I love a good adult relationship in romance animes because we know most of them end up being high school, which is what a Kardashian called Love is. Okay, then also Vampire Dormitory because it is coming out with weekly episodes right now. I love Vampire Dormitory. I'm liking the anime, I'm liking the glitter, the colors, it's beautiful. I love it. It's a very Orin Host Club high school vibes, which love that. And then I've also started watching Maid Sama with my friend. Like, we'll watch episodes together. And I really, really do like that. I will say the male lead is a little bit, like, aggressive towards the female lead at times. And by aggressive, I mean he just kind of, like, sometimes I feel like he needs to just slow down and step it back a little bit. If you've watched it, you probably understand what I mean, but it is very good and it has the classic romance anime vibes, so I do like it a lot. But anyways, that is everything I read and watched this month. Let me know what you've been reading, what you've been watching, any recommendations. I'm always open to some good recommendations. I'm always looking for something to binge watch because I love to binge watch animes. But anyways, that is all I have for this video, and I will see you in the next video. Stay cozy!